Hello and welcome to the weather hazard briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Monday, September 12th. Here's what you'll see in this presentation. We continue to have degraded air quality region-wide, but it should end this afternoon. There are currently air quality advisories in effect for all of these counties you see here. I would expect, though, for all of this to expire at 3 p.m. today, as we do have weather moving in and a tremendous change in the weather pattern. We are looking for today to be the warmest day for the next 7, at least. Extreme dry humidity will continue for today, but tonight the atmosphere will act as though it's flipping a switch. We are expecting chances for showers and thunderstorms developing as early as late tonight in the southern and western portions of our area. Then moderate to heavy showers on Tuesday through Thursday, with afternoon thunderstorms possible on each of those days. Showers and thunderstorms will start to decrease for Friday. Because of the amounts of rain at fall expected, debris flows are possible in wildfire burn areas especially. Localized flash flooding will also be possible. And afternoon temperatures will be below normal for Tuesday, and they will start to warm up and stay basically around normal, maybe cool down again on Thursday. All right, so here's the latest satellite image. You can see the clouds that have been over Northern California and Nevada yesterday have now continued to move. They're now spreading all over the Pacific Northwest and then are moving eastward now already into western Idaho, and we expect the clouds to develop over us during the day today. You can see even central Idaho is getting a few clouds at this point. These are all remnants of Hurricane K and some subtropical moisture all just feeding in. And so there is a lot of moisture available in this air mass. So today the air quality advisories, as I said, will likely end. Late tonight there is a slight chance of showers in Lemhi County, and in the should be some in the South Hills too. But after that, it all goes away. We have a chance of showers and a slight chance of thunderstorms pretty much everywhere on Tuesday, except for the South Hills, where it's actually a chance of thunderstorm activity. It's a much higher risk of thunderstorms there than any of these other locations. Then showers are likely pretty much everywhere on Wednesday. The chance of thunderstorms spreads to the southeast highlands. That's what the greatest risk of thunderstorms will be there. Thursday, it's all down to slight chance, and then showers pretty much likely everywhere. And on Friday, we start to see it dissipate. The only places where it really falls off actually is the Magic Valley and the South Hills, and then it's chance showers everywhere and a slight chance of thunderstorms for all the other locations. All right, here's Wildfire Situation. We are having a switch in the upper atmosphere to southerly and southwest winds, and so you can see where all the fires are located. This will cause a switch for the smoke. Instead of heading to the southeast as it has been for the last 3 or 4 days, it will start heading to the north. Will affect eastern Idaho less and less, and there shouldn't be much of an issue. A lot of these fires down here are actually contained and soon to be controlled here in eastern Idaho, here east of the Snake River. And so looking for fewer and fewer threats from those in terms of our air quality. For fire updates, though, you should check social media pages and website information that can be found in Salmon Chalice National Forest, the Sawtooth National Forest, or in Lemhi County's web pages, or the Blaine County Sheriff. All right, so here's what it looks like this morning. Again, this is just observed data from this morning. You can see still some very unhealthy to hazardous conditions. Some of these areas were surrounded by fire. Most of the unhealthy category is located right in the vicinity of the large fires like the Moose Fire. So here's Salmon and other locations here in the Lemhi Valley and lower Birch Creek Valley. Not as much, though, going on elsewhere. It's mostly moderate and some isolated locations are good. So the moderate, again, with the switch to southerly winds, this should probably actually improve during the afternoon, which is why the air quality advisories are expected to expire at that time. And here's where the air quality advisories are in effect again through this afternoon, and you should see them probably all expire. I'm not looking for a return except maybe for where the ongoing fires are heaviest, which would be in Custer County and Lemhi County. All right, so let's look at the weather pattern. Here is where the shower activity is expected to develop. This would be actually probably after midnight tonight, where we see the showers and thunderstorms developing here in this hatched area of green. And you can see where the lows are. This will all be moving slowly over us. You can see the really heavy stuff for today and tonight is actually still down in Arizona, but watch as that migrates northward. Here are the temperatures for today, probably again our warmest day. So there are some lower 90s expected here in Power County, Cassia County, Minidoka, Southern Blaine, Shoshone County, Jerome County. So our warmest day of the next 7, and watch the radical cool down that we expect. So here's around midnight. This is where the showers will be. You can see they're just starting to enter Idaho from Nevada. And then after midnight tonight, you're expecting some light precipitation in the Sawtooth National Forest, Upper Blaine County, portions of the Sawtooth in Custer County, and in the highlands to the south as far east as Burley. And here you can see for Tuesday, the low is moving closer. We have heavy precipitation with flash flooding possible as far north as Salt Lake City area, and showers and thunderstorms for pretty much everywhere in our forecast area. Here you can see the marginal risk of excessive rainfall does reach into eastern Idaho. So it's not outlined by that previous map. You can see it does go, it has to get slight risk to be located on that map, where the chances of flash flooding of at least 15%. So it's 5%, but less than 15. So that's like a 1 chance in 6 that we could see some sort of flooding occurring in the area in green. So let's watch the evolution of this. You can see it first in the morning hours, still barely reaching Idaho Falls, Blackfoot, Soda Springs, Pocatello area. So our eastern zone's still just getting some light precipitation, but you can see it's picking up, especially in the central Idaho mountains. You can see by the afternoon it's spreading and intensifying. This is because we'll have thunderstorms at this point. Forecast highs, remember they were in the lower 90s for a lot of the lower elevations and upper 80s. You can see here it's a solid 15 to 20 degree cool down for a lot of locations. Okay, for the overnight hours after our afternoon highs here in the evening hours from 6 p.m. to midnight, you can see the focus shifts more to areas along sort of the eastern half of our forecast area from I-15 eastward, more or less, where the heavier rains will be. See, it actually kind of dries out a little bit for the overnight hours in places like Stanley, Shoshone, Twin Falls. And then the late night hours, it continues, again, mostly in that same location. And here's the 24-hour rainfall amounts. This would be from Tuesday morning till Wednesday early morning hours. See down in the Snake River Plain, basically 1/10 of an inch to almost 1/4 is possible. 1/4 to 1/2 inch in areas south and east of the Snake River for a lot of locations, except in our northeast corner, and the same thing up in the central Idaho mountains. Although the further north you go, you notice that the precipitation drops off quite a bit. So here's day 3. You can see the mixed heavy rain flash flooding just nosing into Idaho in our area, in the Bear Lake area. And that low is sort of stalled right there. So lots of showers and thunderstorms continue for Wednesday night. So here's the marginal risk of flooding. You can see it now is more limited to the Snake River Plain, portions of the eastern Magic Valley, and then all of the southern highlands and eastern highlands, all at risk. Again, just marginal, except for down there in Oneida and Bear Lake counties, where it does get to slight risk, which means 15 to 40% chance for that area. You can see the temperatures here rebounding a little bit. We're back into some 80s from Pocatello to the west and to the south. And here, just to give you an idea, rainfall amounts for the rainy days we're expecting this week, Tuesday through Friday. You can see Pocatello, nearly 1/4 inch is certainly possible. You go into the southern highlands, you can see a lot of cities over 1 inch of precipitation over this 4-day period. Even more for the mountains above Driggs, a continental divide up between us and Montana, just west of Island Park. Some pretty heavy amounts, in excess of 1.5 inches is what the yellow stands for. You see a lot less the further west you go. Not as much, not even 1/10 of an inch average for places in Lemhi County where the Moose Fire is, and just a couple 1/10 of an inch storm total for the 4-day period in places like Shoshone, Jerome. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number here in the bottom center, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.